We are known for smelling things. Every day is a bit unknown. The Nasal Ranger is a device that helps people precisely measure a smell strength. It ended up looking like a hairdryer or a radar gun. We are fortunate as humans to have a robust sense of smell, first of all for survival and for enjoying life. It was brought to our attention by people who calling us saying this Nasal Ranger is being used for the marijuana industry. We've opened ourselves up to many surprises, and the cannabis industry was a surprise. We welcome it. St. Croix Sensory is an independent odor lab. We smell things, and we teach people how to smell. We believe that the sense of smell is not respected as much as our other senses. On a given day, what we're doing is we're testing air samples that are shipped to us. People want to know how strong the odor is in the sample bag. We test them for odor strength and character. What does the air smell like? We're going to go into the environmental chamber where we're testing new kitchen garbage bag. We have 12 ingredients to create a standard garbage smell.
I think it's the emotional connections to smell that become so curious to people. And you can go about your daily life and some smells just go by and become like white noise.
Fish is the main odor that I smell. It smells pretty horrible.
The sense of smell is the direct connection to the brain, the part of the brain that deals with emotion, hunger, fear, happiness, and sadness. The direct connection of scent and smell changes humans' perspective of their environment, of their quality of life.
All right, we're smelling garbage for you.
The Nasal Ranger is a device that helps people precisely measure a smell strength. It has a nasal mask. When we inhale, air is coming through the cartridges and down the center barrel through one of the openings. 75% of those who purchase the Nasal Ranger are operators of facilities like wastewater treatment plants, landfills, composting, because they want to be good neighbors and they monitor what goes off-site at the fence line and off into the community. We're at the South St. Paul stockyards. There are no longer stockyards in South St. Paul. However, there is a facility that processes the waste of stockyards, bones, blood, feathers, etc. Today, we're collecting some baseline data. And we do this with the Nasal Ranger. We'll start at one setting. No odor noticed at 60.
Well, he's sniffing there. 60 parts of air are going through the carbon to be odor-free, to become dilution, and then only a small amount, 1 part, goes through that small orifice at the front. The great benefit here is putting it as a dilution factor, how much we had to reduce the odor to make it go away, as a concept of how strong the odor was.
No odor noticed at 4.
And to make that in an objective way that, as Chuck was sniffing, the decision process is, yes, I smell it, or no, I don't yet.
And no odor noticed at 2. With my open nose, I do not notice an odor. So we would record that at this point, for baseline, there is no odor.
In the over 10 years that this has been available, it's had a wide-ranging applications. Most recently, getting a lot of attention and a lot of use around new legalized cannabis growing facilities. A facility of thousands of plants has a strong smell, and has a smell that has tended to lead to complaints in neighborhoods. We've seen a lot of use by both facilities, monitoring and understanding their smells for their neighbors, but also in other cases, cities and states that are using the tool as a regulation option for the smells.
We sell more of the Nasal Ranger to growers than agencies for self-monitoring, to survey the odor around facilities and learning what level of odor is the nuisance point for that community. The states that have a set limit, the compliance is determined by measuring the odor and comparing it to that limit.
Cannabis users were misinterpreting the news stories that these were going to be used by police or others to find the users. I think as it continues to grow, it'll just be a matter of how they find the way to control the odors, but through that needing a tool like the Nasal Ranger to measure and understand it.